Davante Adams had a lifelong dream to play for the Raiders. I'd say that's called a sleep disorder, Devonte. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. The AFC West is like four drunk bros trying to one-up each other in a drinking game Perna. The best receiver in the NFL, Davante Adams, joins the Raiders after declining even more money from the Packers and making it known to the world that the Raiders were the only team he'd play for. So today I'll discuss what that means for the Packers and the Raiders, plus the shocking and breaking news that Desean Watson is going to be traded to the Browns. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns, who he said were out of the running just a day ago. He's getting a 5-year, $230 million deal from Cleveland once he signs there. Plus, there's a bunch of good free agents still available, so a lot to talk about today on That's Good Sports, and I can't keep up. I feel like my fucking head's gonna explode. What do I gotta do to convince you to subscribe to this channel? Bribe you? Show a titty? I gotta show a titty? I gotta show a titty for a sub? Come on, love me. Love me. Oh, today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com/goodsports. You may have noticed that I got a haircut recently and that my face went through some looks last month. But now that I look like a respectable gentleman again, I'm feeling invigorated with a fresh cut and the perfect body cleansing kit thanks to Manscaped and their ultra premium collection. I did use the Lawnmower 4.0 to mow down my massive beard and, I'll be honest, the forest that overgrew in my pants, but I'm also really enjoying Manscaped on every inch of my body with their aluminum-free deodorant, plus their body wash and their 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. What I love about the Manscaped shampoo and body wash is that it uses no synthetic chemicals and that they've infused it with natural ingredients like coconut water and aloe vera to keep your skin and hair from drying out. Like a running back's career after turning 30. Now, I usually work out midday and don't shower until the evening, so the deodorant and body spray allow me to smell like a human for the rest of my workday. Upgrade your shower routine now and toss out your mismatched soaps and chemical-ridden washes for a refined signature shower routine with my link below for 20% off your order. Manscaped.com/goodsports. Well, Deshaun Watson finally chose a team, and it's the Browns. Obviously, Watson puts the Browns right back in the Super Bowl conversation. Wait, I said that wrong. For the first time in the history of football, the Browns are in the Super Bowl conversation. More importantly, the AFC North keeps its streak of employing a quarterback accused of sexual assault alive. Congratulations, AFC North. Speaking of Watson's legal situation, I can also confirm a 23rd person has joined the civil suit against Watson. Although this individual wanted to remain anonymous, Adam Schefter leaked that Baker Mayfield is also suing Deshaun Watson. Now, the Baker Mayfield situation in Cleveland was damaged beyond repair, and now Baker Mayfield's desire to be traded will be granted. So really, Deshaun Watson did Baker Mayfield a huge solid. And you might have seen this the other day. Chris Mortensen stated that the Browns wanted an adult to be their QB. Well, I guess nothing signals adulthood like having 10 criminal complaints against you dropped by a grand jury. Hey Baker, how many court cases have you won, you child? You fucking little baby boy child? I bet you think a retainer is something you put in your mouth, you idiot. Nah, son, adults are talking about legal retainers. And in terms of compensation, the Browns aren't giving up any players as part of the package, but they will deliver 3 first-round picks, a 3rd and a 4th-round pick to the Texans, and they will receive Deshaun Watson and a 5th-rounder back from Houston. Watson's contract, all $230 million, is fully guaranteed. That is insane. That is the most guaranteed money ever for any player in the NFL. Which I think is a big reason Deshaun Watson decided to go to the Browns. Yes, I think they have the best team, but they're gonna give him $230 million guaranteed. Plus, his base salary for this season is just $1 million. So if he gets suspended by the NFL, he's only on the hook for that $1 million. Meaning the Browns protected him against suspension. He will lose the least amount of money possible if the NFL looks at the civil case and all the shit that happened and goes, you know what, there's something here, we think you should be suspended. The Browns protected him. That's kind of fucked up. That's a little bit gross. And I'm a little baffled that they would guarantee him all that money. That's why the Panthers lost out on him. But more on that in a second. Which means Baker could be dealt to a team that actually needs a quarterback in the Colts, who are his preferred destination, or possibly the Seahawks, who might be the team most interested in Baker. Seattle reached out to the Browns when the Browns said they weren't trading Baker Mayfield, so maybe they grab him. Immediately upon hearing the news, Antonio Brown started making his case to join the Browns, tweeting the Cleveland Antonio Browns and take the Browns to the Super Bowl, not toilet bowl. If you're cool with Watson, then I'd imagine you'd be cool with AB. So fuck it, sign AB, Cleveland. Watson now will give Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson a run for their money as the best QB in the North. Godspeed, Mitch Trubisky. Godspeed. Carolina. They lost out on Deshaun Watson because apparently they wouldn't guarantee the money in the 3rd and 4th year of his contract. You're willing to live with Deshaun Watson being accused of sexual assault and sexual misconduct, but the guaranteed money is too much for you, Carolina? Okay. That's like seeing how the sausage is made and not being grossed out by that process, but then choosing to not eat sausage because you think putting a phallic-shaped piece of meat in your mouth makes you look too gay. You're stupid, Carolina, and I'm not sure you'll ever be good again. Now, Rob Gronkowski is expected to return to the Buccaneers, but he said he's making Tom Brady sweat out his decision to return to the NFL. I'm not sure if Tom's body actually sweats. I think it's just always at the correct temperature. But as Gronk's decision looms, so does the next wave of free agent signings. There are a lot of really good players still available. Tackle Terron Armstead is the clear-cut best tackle, and he will receive a contract so big that some of you out there will run to marry a 6'3", 300-pound woman in hopes of producing a future NFL tackle. Zadarius Smith backed out of his contract with the Ravens after seeing how much money Von Miller got. Plus, you have Jadeveon Clowney and Trey Flowers after the Lions released him as available edge rushers. Somehow, I foresee all 3 of those guys landing in the AFC West. Former Cowboys tackle Lyell Collins is meeting with the Bengals. If they sign him, that would be the 3rd lineman they add in free agency, turning their biggest weakness into a top 10, possibly top 5 offensive line. The market, though, for Collins will be aggressive. So if Cincy tries to get cheap, I think he walks. Collins has the same agent as Randy Gregory, and since it's a need, the Broncos could make a push for Collins as well. Then you have guys like Bobby Wagner, Tyrann Mathieu, Stephon Gilmore, OBJ, J.C. Treader, Fletcher Cox now, and the never-aging Calais Campbell. I won't try and predict where any of these guys sign because the NFL is all about tricking me recently. But I think Stephon Gilmore played pretty well once he got going in Carolina. And I hope he lands in Denver to bolster their secondary and help cover Davante Adams. Speaking of Denver, Russell Wilson's jersey sales are #1 in the world, surpassing Tom Brady. Well, that's not really an important piece of news, but I did want to take a second to gloat. Okay, now I think one of the best value signings for the entire free agency period is the Rams landing receiver Allen Robinson. It's a 3-year, $45 million deal for Robinson with $30 million guaranteed. By comparison, Davante Adams will get about $28.25 million per year. I hope Robinson already signed his contract because he might be the next Zadarius Smith after seeing Davante Adams' payday. Now the Packers waited for the ink to dry on Aaron Rodgers' signature of his contract and then promptly stuffed the knife in the back. They have traded receiver Davante Adams to the Las Vegas Raiders. Adams is reunited with quarterback Derek Carr, who was his QB in college at Fresno State. In exchange for Adams, the Raiders gave up a first and second round draft pick. In addition, they're giving him a brand new 5-year contract worth $141 million, which would make him not only the highest paid wide receiver, it would make him the 12th highest paid quarterback in this league. He's earning more money than Russell Wilson this year, and he's making more money than his own quarterback, Derek Carr. In fact, Davante Adams' contract is the largest contract in NFL history for a non-quarterback. Damn. Double damn. And you know what? Davante Adams deserves it. He's that good. In my opinion, the Raiders should be thrilled to give up first-round draft picks. Their first-round picks either kill people, brandish weapons, or just plain suck at football. If I was them, I would have thrown in another first-rounder and asked for Aaron Jones as well. Now, a lot of people are saying the 2022 AFC West is going to be the greatest division of all time. Honestly, they might be right. The Chargers and the Broncos were beefing up. The Chiefs were retaining their juggernaut team. And all the while, people were making the meme where the Raiders were the dumb dragon. No, not season 8 of Game of Thrones. Yeah, that one. That dumb dragon. Well, it looks like old Joshy McDaniels and GM Dave Ziegler didn't want to be the dumb dragon no more. They're looking pretty smart and aggressive as hell. This is a team that put up a good fight in Cincinnati last postseason, and now their roster's gotten better. In fact, they now jump to number 2, the number 2 spot in Pro Football Focus's Off-Season Improvement Index. Oh, cute. Look at that. The Jags are actually number 3. How stupid, though, is this division? Justin Herbert had 5,000 passing yards last year. Mahomes had 4,800. Derek Carr, 4,800. And now Derek Carr has one of, if not the best receivers in the league to throw to. Derek Carr could very well lead the league in passing yards in 2022. And now that Danger Russ is cooking in the division, we could see an AFC West where the quarterbacks combine for over 20,000 passing yards, and that's not a stretch. As for the Packers, their receiving core needs help, and they need it now. Hit the life alert button on the pass catchers because it's Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, and nobody else since MVS is currently a free agent.
Center, Mrs. Jones. I'm falling down the stairs. I need help.
Now they're lucky that this is a deep wide receiver class because they might need to use their first 2 picks on that position. George Pickens is a guy a lot of draft nerds like late in the first, so he could be there for the taking. Maybe Jameson Williams or Chris Olave is there for the taking. I don't know. I also expect Green Bay, though, to bring in at least one free agent receiver. Julio Jones was released by the Titans, so his name has been mentioned, as well as OBJ. But they both have pretty significant injury concerns. Then you're looking at Jarvis Landry, Will Fuller, or retaining MVS. There's no true number 1 wideout available in free agency, but from this list, I like Jarvis Landry the most in terms of a fit for Green Bay and upside in production. If a trade is a possibility, then a guy I really like for the Packers is the Rams receiver Robert Woods, Mr. Underrated. Pairing Bobby Trees with Bobby Tunyon? Oh, give me Bobby's World. Give it to me. What's Aaron Rodgers thinking? What the fuck is going on in your head, man? Did the COVID toe migrate to the brain? For Tom Grossi's sake, I'll hold my tongue. But the Packers are not a better football team right now. In fact, they are getting worse. The only team that Davante Adams would play for apparently was the Raiders, as they were his childhood team. Adams bought a $12 million home in Las Vegas the first week of March, so maybe we should have seen this coming. The last time Davante Adams and Derek Carr played together, Adams had 131 receptions for 1,719 yards. Knowing the Chiefs don't have a true lockdown corner, I hope half of those yards come against Kansas City this season. That's right, the Chiefs were feeling a little bit left out in free agency, so they add the Steelers receiver JuJu Smith Schuster. And while this might not make them the best team in the AFC West, it will certainly, when you combine with Jackson Mahomes, give the Chiefs the most unbearable TikTok team duo on earth in JuJu and Jackson. Oh, fuck. Adams will be a huge help to the Raiders in the red zone. Aaron Rodgers and Adams had 50 red zone touchdowns together, which was the best in the NFL, by close to double to the second place, Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen, and then Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce with 27 tugs. And as much as I hate Josh McDaniels, I think Derek Carr will benefit from a litany of creative mismatches schemed up by McDaniels for the three-headed monster that is Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, and Davante Adams. Maybe the weirdest three-headed monster in NFL history. Congrats, Raiders! I now have to take you seriously. I now have to look at you like a real football team. So fuck off, you're pretty good, you fucking assholes. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. Check the video on the screen if you want to watch more of my BS. And once Watson's traded, I'll probably have another video up about that. Whenever.